Hello and a very good morning. You're watching Rajya Sabha Television with me, Frank Pereira. Let's begin India Votes with the headlines. The campaigning gains momentum and this is of course with just a day to go before the sixth phase of polling. Heavyweights address multiple rallies. Repolling held in 35 polling stations in 3 states on Monday. Malfunctioning of EVMs and poll-related irregularities behind EC's repoll order. Legendary classical musician Ustad Bismillah Khan's family denies support to Narendra Modi, refused to propose BJP Prime Ministerial nominee's name. And a special focus on the discrimination of para-teachers in terms of salaries and benefits. First up on India Votes today, all parties have entered the last leg of campaign for the upcoming sixth phase of Lok Sabha polls scheduled on Thursday. Parties have till this evening to cover as much ground as possible. Political honchos addressed multiple rallies and roadshows in constituencies that will go to polls in this phase. Here's a report.
Shifting his campaign focus to southern states, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi addressed multiple rallies in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu on Monday. Reiterating his pitch for a pro-poor, secular government at the centre, Rahul launched a scathing attack on the BJP.
We empowered women by giving them 50% place in the panchayat elections. After that, we placed a bill in parliament to give women 33% reservation in Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha elections. And our opposition parties refused to let us pass the bill. Our opposition talks about empowering women, and once again, they do not say how they are going to do it.
BJP's PM nominee Narendra Modi campaigned in different constituencies of Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, where polling will be held in the sixth phase on Thursday.
मेरी गरीबी की मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, मेरे बचपन की मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, वे कान खोल करके सुन ले। हमने चाय बेची है, इसका गर्व है, लेकिन हमने देश बेचने का पाप नहीं किया।
Samajwadi Party chief Mulayam Singh also addressed a rally in Hardoi hours after Modi raised the poll pitch in favor of his candidate from the seat.
आपका चुनाव ये सबसे महत्वपूर्ण चुनाव है। चुनाव बहुत हुए हैं, लेकिन ये एक ऐसा चुनाव है जिसमें न तो बीजेपी का बहुमत आ रहा है और न कांग्रेस का। बहुमत आ रहा है तीसरे मोर्चे का।
Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal continued with his roadshow in Amethi, seeking votes for party candidate Kumar Vishwas. Vishwas is contesting against Congress second-in-command Rahul Gandhi and BJP's Smriti Irani. An FIR was registered against both Aam Aadmi Party leaders and 10 others for allegedly violating the Model Code of Conduct and prohibitory orders. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Meanwhile, of course, repolling was held in as many as 35 polling stations in 3 states on Monday. In Rajasthan, repolling was held in 3 booths at Bamer and 1 in the Churu constituency. The repolling was ordered over some technical problems in the EVMs. 25 polling booths saw repolling in Bihar's Munger and Patliputra constituencies as well. Malfunctioning of EVMs and irregularities at these stations on polling day were the reasons behind the Election Commission order for a repoll. In Madhya Pradesh, 6 booths spread across 4 constituencies also saw repolling. The 6 polling stations saw poll-related irregularities when the state voted in the 5th phase on April 17th. Well, the family of the legendary classical music maestro late Ustad Bismillah Khan has refused to provide political support and proposed the name of BJP's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi for the Varanasi seat. Modi is to file his nomination on April 24th. Bismillah's son Zameen Hussain and grandson Afaq Haider said that they do not want to be associated with any political party. Varanasi will go to polls on May 12th with Modi Congress candidate Ajay Rai and AAP leader Arvind Kejriwal in the fray. The family, however, said that neither Modi nor Kejriwal have ever met them. BJP was cautious in its reaction to the rejection by Bismillah Khan's family. It claimed of Modi's huge popularity in Varanasi. However, other parties said that the family's decision only shows the mindset of the minority communities towards the BJP.
क्यों नहीं प्रस्तावक बनना चाह रहे हैं, ये हमारी मर्जी है। हमारे अब्बा जब नहीं किसी भी पार्टी के प्रस्तावक नहीं लिया तो हम कैसे अपने अब्बा को नाराज करें।
फोन तो देखिए हम लोग के पास 16 तारीख को मेयर साहब का फोन आया था, राम गोपाल मोइले साहब जो यहाँ के मेयर हैं, तो उन्होंने अपना प्रपोजल रखा वहाँ पर। गुजरात से भी कुछ लोग आए हुए थे वहाँ पर, रमेश भाई ओझा जी थे और भी कई लोग गुजरात से आए हुए थे। तो उन्होंने कहा कि मोदी जी स्पेशली इन लोगों को भेजे हैं बनारस में, 2 लोगों का नाम प्रस्तावक के रूप में लिया गया है।
फिर कह रहे हैं कि हम लोग सबको साथ में लेकर के चल रहे हैं और चलेंगे, और इतना ही नहीं, हमारा जो दृष्टिकोण है, विकास का दृष्टिकोण है, वो सबके विकास का और एक श्रेष्ठ भारत के निर्माण का है। ऐसे में जो हमारे साथ हैं उनका सबका स्वागत है।
देखिए, वो फैमिली एक देश की बड़ी नामी गिरामी फैमिली है, बहुत सेकुलर फैमिली है। ये उनका अपना फैसला है और उन्होंने ठीक कहा, वो कभी सियासत में नहीं रहे तो वो क्यों उनके प्रपोजर बने, इसमें मुझे कोई हर्ज नजर नहीं आता और शायद उन्होंने सही कदम उठाया।
Moving on now, the Akali Dal led a protest outside Congress headquarters in Delhi on Monday to protest former Punjab Chief Minister Amrinder Singh's clean chit to Jagdish Titler in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots case. The protesters shouted slogans and tried to break the police barricades outside the Congress office. Police used water cannons to disperse the protesters. Amrinder Singh had reportedly said that Jagdish Titler was innocent and no court had held him guilty. Akali Dal said that it will transfer the case to fast-track courts if it comes to power.
Well, they've been trying to shield Mr. Titler for many, many years. We all know that. And our demand has been that a proper investigation be undertaken under the supervision of the Supreme Court. You ask any Sikh on the road and they will tell you who are the people involved. People have seen them. People have accused them. And yet, I'm shocked that Amrinder Singh is trying to defend.
Well, the Sivaganga constituency in Tamil Nadu has elected Union Minister P. Chidambaram 7 times to the Lok Sabha. This constituency has shown its loyalty to the Chidambaram family even when he left the Congress and formed his own. This election, P. Chidambaram has vacated the seat for his son Karthi. Will he be able to carry on the winning streak of the Chidambaram family? Our correspondent Rajkamal Rao spent a day in Karthi's campaign trail, and here's what he found out.
This party office in Shivaganga has been representing India's Finance Minister P. Chidambaram. This constituency is loyal to the family. This time, as posters show in the office, it's the generation next turn. Chidambaram's son Karthi, who is an entrepreneur, is making his debut in the Lok Sabha polls. Cadre in the party office is all set for his campaign. Shivaganga is culturally rich and has nurtured many Tamil poets. Finance Minister P. Chidambaram is one of those literary brains. The constituency is largely dependent on agriculture and horticulture. People go to the nearby city for employment. Congress candidate Karthi Chidambaram is promising the youth to bring private industries once he is elected to the parliament. He faces tough contest from DMK, AIA-DMK and BJP candidate H. Raja. Karthi began his campaign from Thirumayam, a holy destination. He was followed by Congress supporters throughout the route. He dropped by small hamlets and started friendly interaction with the residents in local dialect. He received a warm reception from villages in traditional style.
As we can see, Karthi Chidambaram is stopping in nearby villages in his constituency and he is interacting with people. He is continuing his campaign for the last 1 week and he stops by 20 villages in a single day.
Central government's program like Narega, land acquisition and employment guarantee schemes are his focus issues. Karthi Chidambaram says people have great fear about government schemes being discontinued by some political parties.
You don't have any Congress MLAs in your constituency. Is that a challenge? And once again,
it helps if you have MLAs in your Panchayat presidents, but we have about a fair amount of Panchayat presidents. Yes, of course, it helps to have MLAs, but I have to go bat in the pitch in which I'm asked to bat.
Okay. Last question, sir. What are your prospects for this constituency and what kind of developmental activities that you would like to make?
My prospects are very good because of the kind of work we have done and also because of the fact that I am the youngest candidate, the most modern in thought and in age, and as well as the fact that I don't belong to any caste. I am negating the idea of caste.
Shivaganga has 6 assembly seats. Congress won 6 seats in 2006 assembly polls but lost all of them to AIA, DMK and CPI in 2011. Karti's campaign manager Raja Ratnam said that party will work for a grand victory.
We have MLA or not, we are doing better than the present MLA. You can check with the public.
Central government's programs in Shivaganga and Chidambaram's contribution to the constituency are the front issues in Karti's campaign. Will all these issues will turn in his favor? That we'll have to wait and see. With camera person Manoj from Shivaganga, Rajkamal Rao, Rajya Sabha TV.
Kannimari is demanding the central government to pass the Women's Reservations Bill as soon as possible. In an exclusive conversation with Rajya Sabha TV's Rajkamal Rao, she said that her party will support a secular front at the centre. The statement came at a time when DMK and the Congress are fighting alone in Tamil Nadu. Here's more.
We have DMK leader Kanimozhi with us. She is campaigning extensively in the state. Ma'am, how do you see DMK's prospects in this election? You have been a campaigner, star campaigner for the party. So what kind of issues that you are focusing on?
We are focusing on price rise, water scarcity, and of course we don't get... our PDS system was one of the best and now it's really in shambles. And power crisis. I mean, because of that... it's actually going into many issues. So we're focusing on some things.
Women issues are crucial in elections. This time 49% women do vote. Do you think political parties serious about women issues and their safety?
Obviously in Tamil Nadu, I think it is law and order is a major problem and crime against women is on the rise. We are addressing that also. But I think generally, they are trying to woo women voters, but many parties don't try to empower the women actually. I think definitely it will make a big difference for women being in politics if the 33% is passed in parliament. Okay, without that, I think we're not going to make much.
That gets me to the last question. 33% reservation for women has been there and it is part of agenda of all political parties. You have seen opposition from North India parties like SP and other parties opposing it. In the next Lok Sabha, do you really hope for the 33% reservation, the women reservation bill getting passed in the parliament? Are you really hopeful about that?
I mean, every time we come to parliament, we are hopeful about it. We keep asking for the 30, and it's all in the agenda every time. But it doesn't get passed. I hope at least in the next parliament, it should get passed.
What is in offer for Tamil Nadu people if DMK gets majority in the Lok Sabha seats? Last question.
Of course, we promise a secular government, to support a secular government in the centre. And I think it is a very important issue in the country today. And definitely, I mean, we have brought in a lot of schemes and lot of development into Tamil Nadu when we were a part of the centre. I'm sure that that will happen again.
Thank you, ma'am. That's what Kanimozhi had to say to Rajya Sabha TV. With camera person Manoj in Dharmapuri, Rajkamal Rao, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, if you are a first-time voter in Tamil Nadu and looking for food at cheaper prices, there is no better place than Amma canteens. These eateries serve food at the cheapest rate possible at thousands of different locations in the state. This pet project of Chief Minister Jayalalitha has caught several eyeballs. Here's a report.
Located in southern part of Chennai, this Amma canteen welcomes you with banner of Chief Minister Jayalalitha. There is a caution though. One can see the model code of conduct applying to the canteen. Amma's face is covered with white paper. But it does not stop her from claiming the credit over the hugely successful scheme. She uses every occasion to make attention of the scheme in her rallies.
எங்களுக்கு வருமானம் எங்கள் வீட்டுக்கார் வருமானம் குறைந்திருந்ததுக்காக எங்களுக்கு இங்கே வந்ததால் கொஞ்சம் எங்கள் வீட்டுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது. சாப்பிட்றது எங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் 3 வேளை இது ஒரு 10 ரூபீஸில் எல்லாமே முடிஞ்சு போகுது. ஒரு வேளை 3 வேளை சாப்பாடு எங்களுக்கு.
So why is the scheme so popular in the state? The workers at these canteens tell us different reasons. Uma Shanti says she's earning 9,000 per month for cooking food here. She says she's financially independent and does not need her husband's help.
இந்த அம்மா உணவகத்தை திறந்ததற்காக ரொம்ப ஏழைகளுக்கும் எங்களுக்கும் எல்லா குடும்பத்தாருக்கும் ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியா இருக்கு. இந்த உணவகத்துக்கு அம்மா வந்து சாப்பிடுறதுக்காக காலையில் டிஃபனும் மதியம் லஞ்சியும் இரவு சப்பாத்தியும் எங்களுக்காக 20 ரூபாயிலே எங்களுக்கு எங்க குடும்பத்தை காலத்தை தள்ளிக்கிறோம்.
Every canteen has about 20 workers who make sambar, dal, veg fry and chapatis. Workers come in 3 different shifts to the centers. Their day starts with making idlis for breakfast and ends with a meal at night.
நான் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு இருந்தேன். நான் போய் மகளிர் இதுல எழுதி கொடுத்தேன். எனக்கு அம்மா உணவகத்துல வேலை கிடைச்சது.
The scheme guarantees a person a full meal at 5 rupees and a plate of idli for 1 rupee. Jaya's opponents call the scheme as electoral tool.
We are in one of these Amma's canteen in Tamil Nadu, which is providing food at cheaper prices. But this scheme and the benefits of the scheme, will it really benefit Jayalalitha to get elected? That we'll have to wait and see. With camera person Manoj in Chennai, Rajkamal Rao, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, it's time for a short break now, but up next, a special focus on the discrimination of para-teachers in terms of salaries and benefits. Do stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching India Votes on Rajya Sabha television. Well, India's education policy suffers major shortcomings, casting a cloud over an entire generation of government school students. Para-teachers or guest teachers are discriminated against vis-a-vis regular staff in terms of salaries and benefits, though they are mandated to do the same amount of work. The result? Protests have replaced school timetables. Standards have dipped drastically. Here's a special report.
These are people entrusted with India's future, our school teachers. At the moment, what comes first for them are their own rights, a demand for privileges they feel they deserve. The duty focus has taken a firm back seat. As per rules, the para-teachers are mandated to work full hours, carry as much of the workload as the regular staff, yet are entitled to less than half the wages and facilities.
हम लोग आज स्कूल गए, पढ़ाया बच्चों को, होमवर्क दे करके आए, सब कुछ करके आए और नेक्स्ट डे हम स्कूल जाते हैं और हमारे प्रधानाचार्य महोदय कहते हैं कि जी आज आपको रिलीव किया जाता है। तो अपने आप में लगता है कि यार हम क्या काम कर रहे थे, यानी हम लोग का कोई अस्तित्व नहीं है।
Are they being exploited by governments and school authorities? A more important question is their qualification for the job they are hired for. And without adequate abilities themselves, can they be left to guide an entire generation of Indian citizens of the future? It's a double-edged sword. On one hand, the protesting ad hoc teachers, on the other hand, the deteriorating standards of education due to overcrowding and other issues. Both are closely interlinked too.
बहुत दयनीय है। कई ऐसे राज्य हैं जहां पीटीए से टीचर लगा रखे हैं आज भी 6-7 हज़ार टीचर कई राज्यों में पैरा टीचर लगाए हैं जिनकी शैक्षणिक योग्यता 10वीं से भी कम है और उनको जो वेतनमान खुद एसएमसी या पीटीए तय करती हैं।
Educationists warn of long-term ill effects of poor education standards at government and private schools.
और देश के 70% बच्चों के साथ हम अन्याय कर रहे हैं, उनका स्तर नीचे जा रहा है कि बहुत पहले से कहा गया है कि future empires shall be empires of mind power.
In the clamor of political agendas dominating elections, the issue of education and para-teachers has hardly found the resonance it deserves. Yet it is one that India cannot afford to play down for the sake of its future citizens. Samina's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, jobs are the focus of the voters in Bharatpur. The seat was reserved for the scheduled caste in 2009. It was won by current Congress MP Ratan Singh, who was denied a ticket this time around but is fully backing the new candidate. Let's take a look at the political battle in the constituency.
Away from the Kevradev National Park, the rest of the Bharatpur constituency is gripped by election fervour. Despite the city boasting of a World Heritage Site, residents have a long list of problems, including unemployment, poor roads, lack of development and underpaid farmers.
जब तक 2000 रुपये कुंटल का हमको भाव नहीं मिलेगा तब तक हमारी पूर्ति नहीं पड़ेगी। आगे और कुछ बोएंगे और कुछ देखेंगे, गेहूं नहीं बोएंगे इस तरह। व्यापारी सरकार को राजस्व देने में, व्यापारी सरकार को टारगेट पूरे करने में, सब चीज में उनकी मदद करता है, लेकिन सरकार व्यापारी के बारे में कोई नहीं सोचती है।
पहले फैक्ट्री थी, डालमिया थी, सिमको थी, सारी बंद हो गई, अब दोबारा चालू है, लेकिन जो पहले जो जितने मजदूर काम कर रहे थे उसके हिसाब से मजदूर भी काम नहीं कर रहे हैं।
The Congress and the BJP have a traditional rivalry. In 2009, Ratan Singh of Congress defeated BJP candidate Khem Chand by 14% votes. In 2004, BJP's Vishwendra Singh was victorious over Ved Prakash of Congress by 19% votes. This time, the Congress has favoured Dr. Suresh over the Ratan Singh, who has extended his support for the party candidate. The BJP is fielding Bahadur Kohli.
पहली प्राथमिकता ये रहेगी रोजगार के नए नए साधन पैदा किए जाएं। एनसीआर में आने के बाद ऑटोमेटिकली काफ़ी विकास की गति तेज होगी।
जो हमारा शहर है या संभाग है वो सभी जगह से जुड़ा हुआ है। जो पहले जो उद्योग थे वो उद्योग बंद हो गए, उन उद्योगों के लिए हम प्रयास करेंगे उद्योग दोबारा से चालू हों और नए उद्योग आएं।
The Election Commission is making all efforts to increase the polling percentage, which was only 39% in the last elections. Bharatpur has over 16 lakh voters who will go to polls on 24th of April at the 1,834 polling booths. 12 candidates are contesting from the seat. Navvikram Singh, Bharatpur for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, Bhagalpur constituency in Bihar is likely to see a three-cornered contest between the BJP, JDU and RJD. The BJP has nominated former Minister Syed Shahnawaz Hussain, while the JDU has picked Abu Kaisar. RJD hopes to do an upset by fielding Bulo Mandal. Here's a look.
Situated on the plains of Ganga River Basin, Bhagalpur could be considered as a BJP stronghold. BJP Syed Shahnawaz Hussain is the sitting MP from this constituency. With a sizable population of Muslims and Kurmi voters in the region, religion and caste play dominant roles during elections. But the BJP candidate is banking on the work he has done in this area to seek votes. Raw silk is a big employment generator in the area. Bulo Mandal of the RJD is doing just the opposite. He is highlighting the threat to the secular fabric that may happen if people vote for the BJP. The JDU candidate Abu Kaisar is banking on the sizable Muslim voters to pull him through.
सबका ये है मकसद पहले हम लोग जीत लें और उसके बाद जो भी समस्या होगी सब भागलपुर के उत्थान के लिए हम लोग काम करेंगे.
Bhagalpur constituency has more than 14 lakh voters. They will decide the fate of 18 contestants from various parties at this seat when it goes to polls on Thursday. In the 2009 polls, Shahnawaz Hussain had won with a huge margin of more than 2 lakh votes. This time too, he hopes to do an encore. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, water sharing is one of the main areas of interstate disputes. The Kaveri River has provided the setting for the differences between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. A similar battle is now emerging between the newly formed Telangana state and Andhra Pradesh. Godavari River is the cause of conflict now. Here's a ground report.
Telangana became India's 29th state after 60 long years of struggle. One of the key issues that dominated this tussle was the concern over water sharing. The Polavaram project on the Godavari River is one example of the severity of the problems. The project is intended to produce 935 megawatt of electricity, besides supplying water for 5 lakh acres of agricultural land in both Andhra and Telangana. 235 villages were categorized as immersed villages, which means the predominantly tribal population here will have to vacate the place. The new Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act puts them in Seemandhra, while the tribals themselves do not want to leave.
Water sharing is going to be a huge concern for tribals who are living in the border areas of Khammam. Once the Polavaram project is in place, the bridge jam standing and the fields you see on screen will be immersed in the project site.
Khammam district in Telangana has a tribal population over 25 lakhs. That's the highest concentration of tribals anywhere in the country. These communities depend on forest produce. They speak a distinctive language specific to the Telangana region, which is why they want to live in Telangana alone. The tribals want the Polavaram project plan changed so that the number of the immersed villages is reduced.
ఇక్కడ ప్రకృతి అయిన గాలి, ప్రకృతి అయిన ప్రదేశం, ప్రకృతి అయిన మంచినీళ్ళు ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. మాకు ఇలాంటి వసతి తప్పించి ఇంకో చోట తోలితే ఇక్కడ గొర్రెలు చచ్చినట్టు చేస్తారు ఈ జనాలు ట్రైబుల్. అందుకోసం మాకు పోలవరం వద్దు. పోలవరం కోసం పోరాటం చేస్తాం, ప్రాణాలను అర్పిస్తాం. గవర్నమెంట్ నిలదీయటం సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నారు ఇక్కడ ఈ 7 మండలాల ప్రజలు అని మేము విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాం గవర్నమెంట్కి.
Political parties in Telangana are playing on the displacement fears to win over the tribal vote. The tribals say they will back any party that can reverse the presidential order that puts them in Seemandhra.
ఈ ఖమ్మం జిల్లాలో ఉన్నటువంటి భద్రాచలం గ్రామం, భద్రాచలం డివిజన్లో ముంపు గురైనటువంటి మండలం ఫస్ట్ వెల్లేర్పాడు, విఆర్పురం, కూనవరం, చింతూరు ప్లస్ కుక్కునూరు, మిగతా భద్రాచలం ఏరియా కూడా కొంత ముంపుకు గురి అవుతుంది.
The Konda Reddys are the dominant tribe among the 300 odd villages. Tribal activists accuse the government of lying. They feel the number of immersed villages could only go up once the dam is built.
डैम बनने से बहुत गांव डूब जाएगा, कम से कम 350 विलेज तक डूब जाएगा. इतना गांव में इतना लोगों को कहाँ जमीन देगा, कहाँ घर बना के देगा.
Polavaram project was initially planned in 1948. It was supposed to give 1,000 metric tons of water to the Krishna barrage in the Krishna district, but continuous protests led to the plan being shelved. The new project was renamed as Indira Sagar project and was restarted in 2009 by then Chief Minister Y.S. Rajashekar Reddy. All opposition parties have protested about the height of the dam. It formed the focus of the entire Telangana movement, but nothing worked in the favor of the tribals.
Tribals living in Polavaram area doesn't want to leave this very place, a place that provided them bread, butter and shelter. But government is firm, want to remove them from this region. With camera person Manoj, Raj Kamal Rao, Rajya Sabha TV.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of India Votes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.